the Howard Hughes Company, and how they had the first psychotronic directed energy system contracts. And all of the evidence says and rumors are that he was up here and he's the one that put in the runway.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of petroglyphs in this area that seem to indicate that that's the case.
Wow. Definitely off the same piece. I need to ask Jeff where he got all of this from. Is this rock, and this is heavy. I don't know what this is made out of, but it feels heavy and it makes my fingers feel weird. Like who did this belong to?
There is a ranch in Nevada near Area 51 that was secretly researched by Bob Bigelow's original Skinwalker Ranch team of psychic spies. For decades, while simultaneously researching Skinwalker Ranch, the NIDS team was searching for the lost entrance into a giant cave system of ancient alien artifacts. An abandoned alien mining operation leading to a 500-foot underground pyramid hiding a UFO nicknamed the Mount Wilson Manta Ray. For thousands of years, indigenous people have known and protected its secrets. For decades, top-secret government teams, even before Ronald Reagan's Star Wars program, were scouring the ranch attempting to recover the metamaterials, biological material, and ancient unknown artifacts, and were stopped by an explosion of paranormal activity. Animal mutilations, alien abductions, poltergeist activity, moving orbs of light and shadow figures, strange glitches in time, and the ghost of a Native American shaman appearing alongside with 3 extraterrestrial beings who protect the land. Now, new leaked whistleblower evidence has confirmed the truth behind these local legends. New ancient artifacts are being discovered, and mysterious energy is transmitting from the meadow, and an undiscovered tunnel entrance has been found. Independent researchers, scientists, archaeologists, and Native American historians have joined me, Carl Crusher, to uncover the truth. We are on a mission to find the lost entrance into the underground and uncover the real mystery of Mount Wilson Ranch.
In the meantime, guys, we are still looking for metamaterial because stories are just stories and everything is literal hearsay until we get to the bottom of it. If we can find actual metamaterial, like this stuff or the stuff over here in the hallway, we're zigzagging all over this building. I even had the dowsing rods out and was trying to get the dowsing rods to tell me where the metamaterials were, but it just kept pointing at all this stuff. I'm like, maybe, I don't know, maybe we already have a bunch of it here and we don't know it. But this bismuth stuff up here is all part of the stuff, the physical evidence that they were trying to say comes from an alternate dimension. And I don't know, maybe this is it. Right? I don't know. Why would ancient indigenous people consider this place so sacred unless they knew that this came from somewhere, all of this? Maybe came from underground. Maybe they're tapping into this as well, using it. I don't know. These are just like rocks that you guys have found around here and turned into little decorations. But what is this made of? How do we know this isn't part of the metamaterial that Knick-Knack turned into a knick-knack? What the heck?
It is possible, right? Look at that pile of whatever. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
That'd be so...
a neat way to distribute that stuff around this world. Huh?
Whatever. If it's metamaterial, it's worth more than gold by a long shot. You got these little guys on top of it. That's so awesome. You found this in a mine?
Somewhere around, yeah.
This was on a pair of pants underground?
No, it was just laying actually just as a belt. Just laying there.
What?
Yeah.
Prospectors Association of America. That's so cool, dude. Is there a name on the back? There's a number. Oh, look, there's more information on the back.
Oh, cool.
Look at this. Limited edition. Number 130 of 10,000 made. Gold is where you find it. Prospectors Association of America,
Oh, GPAA.
GPAA. And then up in there is more writing. Oh, what does this say on the booklet here? David, there's a name. David Mihailovich.
That's pretty funny.
David Mihailovich. Where are you at, sir?
Yeah, right?
Holy shit, dude. David Mihailovich. There's a name on
That's
there.
pretty wild. Yeah, I never paid any attention to that.
Wow. We're gonna have to look that up.
There is another one of them somewhere around as well. Yeah, keep that name for sure.
David Mihailovich. Whoa. This is like a collector's belt too. Like they only made 10,000 of these.
Oh my god, you want to see how cool this is?
I gotta hold my house and see.
This is actually the innards of the
This is Maps of the Mountain.
this is the Underworld. Oh, I never even thought of that.
What?
This is the Underworld here.
These are the historical maps of the underground?
This isn't even historical. This is personal maps and what have you.
Oh,
With additions.
whoa, dude! Do we even want to show this right now? This is like secret stuff, dude. Seriously,
Here, we'll hide this.
this is the answer to the questions. Okay. I'm really sorry, guys. We got to be full disclosure on everything. We got to know what we're doing here first. Okay, so I can film this, but I can't say where it's at. This is not Mount Wilson Ranch, but this has got to give you guys an idea of what we're looking for and what we're trying to get into under the mountain here. We know that there's something very similar to this going on underground, probably right under our feet here. We just have to find a way in. But get a load of this. What the... Every single one of these. Tell them, Jeff.
So, well, what I'd say to you, remember I was telling you that there's stories of people being... This is the Underworld. It's not all man-made, let's say, but most of it's man-made. But these are all caverns and tunnels.
Mines and tunnels. Yeah, you can see this
from
straight...
above the surface to under surface to very, very deep down in the earth.
So is this like an overhead view looking down of the way it all goes?
Oh,
Left
it's
to
like a
right, or
side
kind of
view,
a side
kind of.
view? What? So where's like an entrance?
Up here.
So this would be like where you go in,
Yeah.
and then this is which way is up? That's up. Yep. So you're literally, this is just going down underground. This is all going into the earth this way.
Yes.
So this is like a giant termite hive.
Totally.
Of human activity underground. Holy crap. So imagine we get one little entrance in like that. One little shaft. Yo, this looks... Okay, I can't say anymore. Sorry, this looks really familiar to me. Very similar to me. What I've seen, somebody else showed me something. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Anyway, imagine we just find one entrance in there like that. Maybe we already have begun the process of that. That could lead us down into an antechamber that basically does this underneath Mount Wilson. Or more. This is why when Bigelow had this place and when he sold it to Jeff, he said that he believed that there was an alien base underground.
Yeah, pockets, just
Pockets.
open voids, cave right there.
Like imagine, this is just mining stuff. Imagine what's under Area 51's.
Run into the military down here somewhere.
Yeah. Look at these ones that are painted gold. And these other ones.
A lot of this one is submerged now, all underwater.
So really?
Yep.
It's like, wow. It's like a whole honeycomb of tunnels and caves. This is what we're up against, guys. This is literally what we're looking for. We're trying to find the one way in under something like this beneath Mount Wilson.
Yeah. This is what we're being led to.
This is it, yeah. Get a load of that. And every time we start trying to go get in there, the mountain says, "Not today." So wait, this number, I just realized, and you were pointing out to me, these are,
I forget how
this is
this
a grid.
goes.
This is like squares.
Yeah, and I think that now over here, I don't remember how this works exactly on this one. But I'm trying to think that now, because I'm looking here, and this is down at the lower levels. Over on this side here. Going up.
The numbers are kind of all over the place.
Yeah, so it's tunneling. It's just trying to. This was before 3D. How does that sound?
Yeah.
You know, with 3D, you would get a much different perspective.
So you got to visualize this.
Like there's your
topographic
500 foot level right there. let's say.
500 foot level, yes.
You know, then your western heading, so where you'd be heading west from there, and then and that's probably why there's a green line going west. This is probably following that one. You know,
Yeah.
Again, I don't know exactly how these work. I haven't been down there. I think that's all, like I said, underwater. This is the stuff that's still exposed up here. And you can still get across like a big fall and then what have you and get over into this section. This section's loaded with ore.
Wow.
Like, yeah, look, here I was lead, zinc, silver. In the footwall, it's right on a fault
People
line.
have been poking around clear down in there, man. Whoa. That is so cool. 1,200 foot level advancing
Hello?
east heading. Oh. Wow.
When we go down hiking in here, this is like day trips.
1050 level. 1,200 level. 1050 level. Yeah, this is almost like vertical, and you're like looking down through
Yeah,
the
they
tunnels or
definitely
something
they
crazy.
did a weird way of mapping them.
Weird. 700 level. That's crazy, man. That's so terrifyingly deep underground.
It's when you get down in there, it's never ending. They just go forever.
Shit, dude.
That's why you can understand everything.
Look at this one, goes clear off the page, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
We may have already found
Ooh, that's
stuff
so
similar to metamaterial. So here's the kid's cat gun that we found down in the meadow there. This is
There's
like
Mr. Spider.
there's a spider making a getaway. Here is the page out of the phone book that fell out of the air in June 15th, and it fell out of the air like June 15th in the saloon last year. This piece of an airplane part that has a serial number on it. Dayton Aircraft Products, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Florida, MX274. This was on the side of the mountain. We walked up and Jeff found laying on the hill. And then now this is all stuff we got out of the meadow. And that porcelain. Here's another piece of porcelain too that's like painted. Ceramic.
Right, you got yourself handled. I'm gonna go
Let's
take care of
see.
the animals.
Oh yeah, you gotta go feed Nugget, eh?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I'll be back and
It's either
I'll bring some fresh.
you're probably gonna find more just on your little trip to feed the
I'll
horse.
bring you some fresh.
Okay, thank you. I gotta be honest, this is just different to me. It's different than what I saw at Skinwalker Ranch. A little bit different. This is super interesting to me, but this is the closest to the metamaterial. Wow, that feels so weird. Oh, matching fingernails. What? Dude. Wait, oh, wow. That matches what we just found. Same fingernail pattern. Wow.
That's
Jeff.
cool.
Those other pieces are up there on your front porch, but this
Oh
is
my
special.
goodness. I
Here,
wanna go out there again
we'll set
almost.
this one over here again.
Oh my goodness. That's
That
the
is
same
so
pattern.
cool, dude. That
That
is
is so
exactly the same as what we just found. So
cannot
when was all
believe
this found? This was all from here, though.
Yeah, these
this
are
is
all
all
from here.
from the flake zone, because a lot of this was brought over and donated.
Well, a lot of that's Donna's though.
Donna's. Oh,
Yeah, this is all Donna
oh.
stuff though. This is Donna throughout the years
So
here.
this is all from here.
That there, I can't wait to take that.
Oh
to the
my
other piece.
gosh,
we gotta
dude,
take
we
that
got
with us.
yes, we got to match this up. And then look, we've got all that. This one, man, this is so weird to me. Look at that. Look on camera. Look at this. That looks like it's off of alien craft.
Like imagine naturally occurring bismuth.
You want to lick it? Get infected?
I'm not afraid.
Evolve into a new hybrid?
Look at that one all with like the lines all
Wow.
migrating towards the middle.
That's like the bottom of the weave. So much crazy stuff, dude. Yeah, look at the rim of this pot. Look at that, how big that is. And it's smooth where you can feel where they were carrying it. Someone would normally walk by and just think that was a chunk of bone laying there and not even know what they're looking at, you know, or
Well, you
the
remember the
limb.
curved piece you found like that?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I thought of it.
Yep. Unless you kind of get an eye for it, you don't really
Yeah.
know. Yeah, we're going to come up with better displays, and we're going to put all this in like shadow boxes and preserve it and stuff. Ooh, Cody, you look all spooky in the light of the shaman room. It is dumping rain. It snowed all day, and now it is raining. Here, I'll switch over to my white light. But the lights in the saloon are all on, so I'm going to head over there and we're going to shut her down for the night. And y'all get to come with me, and we're going to go on an uncut walk, and you can experience what it's like to close down the main building for the night. So this is where a lot of paranormal encounters happen here over at night, especially when people are around. So wish me luck, Cody. You guard the front door. And here we go. There's my backpack with all my gear. Let's go this way. So let's look at this table of items again. It is weird walking through here at night. There's an energy to this place for sure. There's a newspaper with that date on the top of when it fell out of the air. All these artifacts, the pottery, possible metamaterials right there. Lots of interesting stuff in this building. There's been a lot of sightings of like shadow figures and apparitions in this hallway. Okay, let's go. We'll go nice and slow so you can see everything. That's what it looks like with the light off. use the map and the belt buckle stuff. I see weird figures in this kitchen here, but also when the ladies came and did the seance, this is the light that like glowed on its own weirdly. So we will see. Maybe we'll get something tonight. I've just got my cell phone, that's it. I've seen some weird stuff in this room. I always feel weird walking by this room. I don't know why. And also there's like a hatch that goes in the ceiling up there. That's weird to stand under. Hey, we made it. Donna Bardine's Kachina dolls up there on the stage. She was the caretaker here that saw the extraterrestrials and the shaman figure appear all the time. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay. There we go. So now we go in this room with all these white sheets hanging up. And this big door that latches and goes back here. And we turn these lights off. So let's see where we go here. Keep an eye out here for me. I'm just looking at these. Let's see. Then we got the bar outside. Bar ball 2. Okay, we need to do the back, leave the back bar on for the MUPOS device. This is, there we got it. That's it. Okay, so this is how it stays at night now that we have the this is what it looks like. Now that we have the modular system, it looks like this in here. It's pretty cool. Any ghosts upstairs? Let's just stand here and be quiet for a minute. Here, we'll look right at the MUPOS device. Stand in the building in the dark. there's anyone else in here with me, can you please make a noise and let me know? If you can hear me, just knock on something 3 times, please. If there's anyone here across any timelines that wants to let us know or communicate with us or whatever is under the meadow, you can communicate to us through that device. Okay. So I was able to talk to Dr. Jim Segala, and we've been asking about this higher than normal baseline microwave level. Now, this is consistent with what we've been getting when we brought other researchers up here. Brent Stone from Museum of Tarot and the other researchers from Beyond Skinwalker Ranch when they came for the History Channel. We keep getting the same data, even with my amateur independent equipment when I go around here. So we're going to actually take the sensor and move it down into the lower settler's cabin, right above where whatever is underground, this tunnel system, this ancient interdimensional UFO that lives under there and sleeps under there. We're going to try to put it right down in the settler's cabin near that and see if we get any kind of a different signal. If we get different waves of gamma or microwave, that's going to be interesting. But also, if it's the same level of microwave as we've got up here, then it's not just some thing going on here behind the bar, like some ambient energy that it's picking up, but maybe it's something across the whole ranch. Who were you saying signed the deed over on the land of which president? Hoover?
Yeah, I believe it was Herbert Hoover.
Herbert Hoover?
Herbert.
It is Herbert Hoover. Wow, what's the date? Is there a date on it?
1938.
38.
17th of May.
That's an interesting time
At the
for
request of Edgar Leon Norris.
E.L. Norris. And then he became a state senator. United Christian Youth Camp. And Arizona Corporation.
Davron Enterprises Incorporated.
Davron Enterprises, a Nevada corporation.
And then here it's Davron Enterprises.
What year does it say on this?
What I see, 88, 89? November of 88.
88, 89?
Yep.
That would be after Howard Hughes.
Holy cow.
So the MUPOS device is not reaching with the Wi-Fi. But that's okay. I'm going to go down and grab it. We're going to move it up into the diner. And we're going to try to make it work that way. And we'll make do as best as we can. And then what we're going to do after that is make sure that we're ready for the live stream. And keep going that way. And then tomorrow we're going to walk up and see where they did the camp for kids and all of that. So it's going to be a good time.
Down there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look, it's like, oh my God, I got time. Oh.
Look at this beautiful sunset getting ready to go down. So I recently just moved the Starlink internet up here to behind the diner. So I'll show you where I put it here. I'm going to do one take and show you what it's like to walk from here. So when we say the upper hotel, this is the upper hotel up here. The upper house, guest house. And I moved the Starlink here, and then there's the settler's cabin. So we'll just head down this way. Jeff told me also when I get to this power pole, just to look down the hill here to the left. So there's all the Mount Wilson up there. It does look dug out right here. Look at that. Huh. Interesting. So this transformer is super old, needs changed out. It interferes with our test equipment all the time. I'm going to walk down this way. Normally, go down the trail that way. This looks all dug out. We need a ground penetrating radar this, and the power goes right over it. What do you think, Cody? It feels like there's something underground. Why is it all flat right here? What is that doing here? Is there an entrance? Is there a mine entrance right here? This is like a sinkhole. Look at this. Uh-oh, Odie's onto something. What's up? Did you find a rabbit? She's onto something. What is this right here? This is weird. And look, there's almost tire tracks going over top. Like when they backfilled it in, they were pushing a tractor up here. Like from here over, all the way up to here. That's interesting, Jeff. Why did Bigelow have the bulldozer buried up here, you know? That's totally dug out. Look at that, flat area. Pushed up. This isn't supposed to be here. There's something underground right here. What if this is one of the entrances? Or, I mean, this is the meadow right here where the UFO is supposed to be underground. I'm walking on top of it. Whew, it's cold. My hands are freezing. I don't think this should be pooling up here. I feel like all this dirt here and all the way up to there has been pushed up. Man, Odie is freaking out about something up there. Okay. Let's get the moo boss. Welcome to the settler's cabin, everybody. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna come back and unplug all of this, take all of this, but there we go. We're gonna take this, take it back up to the diner and get it hooked up the hill, back up there. So let's go. The modular sensor is not connecting to the internet, and I think I figured out why. Just got a weird feeling right there. Always on the lookout for the ghost of the shaman or any kind of entity. I do these walks alone like this. You know, I've caught a glimpse before, but just never on camera, so that's why I start filming these walks that I do. But anyway, we are going to try to move the Starlink internet. Here we go, in the dark. I basically have to open this door and pull the cable in from outside here. Give ourselves more slack. Bring this down the hall for the night. Try to get the sensor to work for the night. There we go. So I think the problem is that we have two internets going connected to the Moopos right now. It's like a scene out of a horror movie, right? Like something sneaking up behind me. Ooh. Maps and crazy belt buckles that Jeff has found in the cave and ancient pottery everywhere. Okay, this is in. Good. Let's go. Okay, we have the Starlink. Now we just have to get it down the hall. Not gonna lie, I feel a little bit spooked out tonight for some reason. I don't know why. I have a really funny feeling tonight. Okay, we gotta watch the cord. Is there an outlet here? There is. Okay. light. That's a good sign. The green light up top. Maybe it's trying to reconnect. We should start getting a steady. Hopefully it can connect to the internet now. It still should be a blinking on and off red light. So we're having some kind of connectivity issue here. I'm not sure, but it should be hooked to the Starlink now. Hopefully it will. Oh, the green light's off. Green light on back here. We'll see. We're gonna have to check it tomorrow, but we're having some difficulties with this, with the internet up here. We're gonna have to figure that out. As soon as I walked out of the saloon, I heard something bang in there. It kind of startled me, honestly. Hello? Can you do that again? Whoa. It's like a piece of furniture just shifted. Can you move a piece of furniture here in front of me, please? I've got chills going through my whole body right now. Can you please do that again? Thank you. That got my heart pounding a little bit. That could have been the wind. Now I can hear the wind blowing outside really hard, so I don't know. Let's go look outside. See if we can see something banging around out there. Let's go see. This is all solid. guess it could have been the swing. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. At least I got some of it on camera, I guess, right?
Hello? Can you do that again?
I've been waking up last night, or the night before, I slept terrible. It was like all night, up and down. Like I even got up at like 4 in the morning and just made a pot of coffee and decided to get up and everything. Nick Knack told me a story that when there was a group here doing paranormal investigating, that they had a spirit box in the saloon. And when Nick Knack went in to talk to the group while they were in the saloon, that the spirit box said my name. So she told me that story last night. And we also found all the paperwork from Bigelow's ownership. I go in the saloon and there's like knocking and banging that's responsive to me. And of course, it's right when I'm like struggling to get the Wi-Fi set up on the sensor. So I don't even know if we caught anything on that. I'm walking up to Jeff's house right now because last night when I was in the saloon and all of that banging happened on the walls up above me, I think I did have the sensor hooked up, and I just logged in on my phone and there's a huge gamma spike. So if we caught a giant gamma spike at the same time as that knocking going on, maybe it wasn't the wind, I don't know. Jeff and Nick Knack, this is crazy. Okay, so I sent you that video last night. I go in the saloon to plug in the Moopos so that we can get evidence of the phenomena, right?
We told him to go have a good time.
You said go in there, and you were just telling me like, okay, you gotta say the story about the voice coming through the spirit box when you were here. Like, you went in there and...
So there was a group of guys and they were sitting in there, and I went in, I didn't know they were still in there, so I went to go close the lights off, and they had their spirit box on the bar, and they were telling me all these names that were popping through, and I'm standing there, and all of a sudden Carl pops through, and they didn't hear it, and my face turned white, and I'm looking at him like, did you just hear that? And they were like, what? And I'm like, it said Carl. They're like, well, Carl who? I'm like, Carl the Crusher. And I'm like, I'm out of here. Have fun. And I left.
That's crazy. But you guys have had stuff like this in the saloon, like.
Yeah.
You even told me, you're like, wait till somebody grabs your shoulder, like teasing me. Okay, so but I go in there last night, and it's like knocking and responding, like when I'm like, will you bang on the wall again? And I hear this scrape, bang. And now look, this is why we have the mobile sensor, because you can see this whole time that I took it down to the settler's cabin all day yesterday, fighting the Wi-Fi and the Starlink. This is the entire segment where it's unplugged. And then this is last night when I finally went in to the saloon. There you can see I plugged it in. This is literally right when I'm walking out of the saloon and hear the first bang, and had that entire experience where it's knocking and responding to me, and then nothing the rest of the night up till now. Look at that. Let's see. Let's check the microwave now. So that's the full day view. But we caught gamma, and then there's the microwave again, off the charts. And look at how it's like a boom, boom, boom.
Well, with the mid pulse too, though, you see the mid.
Yes, there's a midline here. It's like boom, 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 boom. Right?
There's what we feel in our heads.
And this is that whole time that it was off, and now it's on the Starlink. Yes. What did you just say?
I said that's what you feel in your head right there, is that pulsed.
Yes.
With the pulse in between, like just like you said.
Look at that though. That's crazy. We'll do the trend line. That's definitive. There's nothing that I could carry in there. There's nothing that I can account for in the saloon, except for that right after I plugged it in exactly that amount of time, when I turned around and heard all that knocking and scraping, like furniture's getting moved around and responding to me up above. There's a huge gamma spike. Like, I don't know.
Dude, hey, look, you wanted a catch. There's a catch.
There's a catch right there, man. That's the catch.
Because you did call me within minutes of going over
I did
there.
call
like,
you.
Hey, where are you?
Are you out?
I was doing it too.
Are you out on the porch screwing with me, dude? And you're like, no, I'm back.
And Odie's laying on the floor.
I thought it was him screwing with me. But no, there's nothing in the saloon, and there's no way that you can explain a gamma signal at the exact time as that banging and scraping like a poltergeist in the building.
Now you need to repeat it again.
Now we do it again, yeah. Yeah, now that's the whole point. That's what we're doing, is getting real data that matches with the footage. We also have the security camera footage, if it caught anything, the other angle and the timing.
It'll have you reacting.
Might even have something up on the upper floor, maybe a chair slid or something. I don't know. Wow, though. We got it, though. We actually got it. Well, that's it for me on this trip up here, guys. I got a lot of cool footage and interesting experiences. I'm excited finally to have the MoopBoss device, the modular sensor set up. It was worth all the hassle, worth all the trouble. I mean, we're still gonna have to try and figure out why we can't get the data proper out of the 3D scans. That whole experience was crazy, but it's par for the course. We have equipment failures and all kinds of disruptions all the time. But I think the real big thing was having kind of the poltergeist activity in the saloon. It could have been wind blowing stuff around, but when you have gamma radiation that shows up as a spike at the exact same time as the phenomena, and I experienced all the goosebumps, and I'm filming it. We got it from multiple angles. I don't know how you beat that. That's like cutting edge paranormal research, and we're doing it with the help of real doctors, physicists, and engineers, and that's really cool. It coincides clear back with the History Channel, the research at Skinwalker Ranch, and we're trying to do it right here and make it open source. So if you want to know more, make sure and join the Patreon page for Carl Crusher. If you want to be part of the home team for the MoopBoss group, where we have sensors like this in our homes to track this data and do the journal entries. And also, if you want to join the Mount Wilson team, you can do that there on the Patreon for Mount Wilson as well. You can also come and stay in the rooms, stay in in the same room that I just stayed in, the shaman room, or any of the other buildings. If you want to contribute donations towards expanding the research and putting more sensors up here, you can also do that on the Patreon page as well. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. It's really cold out here. I'm gonna hit the road and go back home and hang out with my kids. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.